the game was fully released, so all the episodes, episodes, quote unquote, released at the same exact time, because it was a full, complete game. So it's just this really weird. If you do it in one shot, it's like, last time on Alan Wake. It's like, I know, I just played it.
I know, I was there.
I was there.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
I've ever
You should
seen.
put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is bad weather. My God, dude, look at like what he lives in. Holy crap, he's successful.
Shop. What?
Hey,
Thermos.
handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
I wish I had a writer husband. Or a photographer's wife, I'm not picky. Alan Wake, Return to Sender. Okay. Why is it a double... I want to know what that award is. Is that like a Tomb Raider reference? Toilet. Shower. Can I turn the shower on? No. Bad. Upset. 9 out of 10. Could have used more shower.
The
Turn on.
continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors.
Hey, I'm in the closet.
Are already closed, and city officials are expecting snow crews to keep
I'm
up
in the
weather.
closet.
We're now on the third
Now I'm
day
in the
of winter.
closet
The
too.
weather is not expected to clear up
You should come out of the
anytime
closet. Oh, coffee maker. Okay. What's in here? Nothing. What's out here? Nothing. Bad.
Coffee's on.
Okay.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Okay. You do your thing. Now let me bother you while you do it.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
I was just at my desk. How did you not notice, Alan?
These look really good.
Ooh.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The
Speaking
last
of.
time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Ah! No! Stop that.
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here.
I'm right here. I'm on it, huh?
Please hurry.
I could have written this game.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry.
You just
I just-
flash this right in your light.
It just really
or
spooked
right
me.
in your face.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Yeah.
I know it's stupid, but it's just.
It's not stupid. Being scared of the dark's a
especially
real
when I'm
thing.
not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I get
I
it,
love
baby.
you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
But there was a
I
writer
used to
who
have
wrote
these
his story.
nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah,
Aw.
nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Just gets really offended. Like, I was telling you the truth. Why you gotta gaslight me? That's pretty.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Like I got chased through the wood. Oh, God.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss.
This game is
She'd send
really
me to
heavy on the
hospital for
auditory.
tests. I
Like,
couldn't leave without Alice.
it kind
Very
of
well.
gives me a headache.
I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
My stream dipped. Sorry. Oh.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then.
Okay.
Sarah, Sheriff Breaker is
Oh,
waiting for you.
fisherman.
She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff
Yeah,
Baker
he
had
has
called
a
him to the
fish on
station
his
to take
table.
a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that
I-
coming from an old fisherman like
I
me.
think you're full of
but
shit.
she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure.
Of course.
Now, if you want either
Oh,
trout
that's a
salmon
big
on the
spider.
other hand,
There's a spider in my room.
it's
I don't like
fly
that.
fishing for you.
No.
Well,
No.
you're a fishing man, Mr.
Oh
Wood.
god, it's
Oh,
down on
now
the floor
doesn't really
somewhere.
matter, I suppose, but it can be very relaxing. You can't get me off the water this
Hold
time
on.
of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Oh. Oh.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office.
Is.
Just go down the corridor.
Actually,
You're good to go, Mr. Wake. Sarah's probably waiting for a chance to talk to you.
don't like this. I hate this. I have my headset back on. I am.
The sheriff wanted to see you in her office.
Shut up! Don't rush me. Don't rush me, old man. Hi, lady.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Leave me alone, lady. I'm looking around.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on
I need-
other things these days.
I need to clip that. I need to clip my spider adventure.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him.
Not fun. Down the hall. I'm really glad I have
Come
my
in, Mr.
my
Wake.
pants.
Your phone's
tucked
on the
into
desk. The
my,
battery was dead.
My socks.
It's charged now.
Right now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me
Also
what
glad
happened?
I'm really glad
not
right now I'm
sure.
wearing socks.
I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Itchy.
Please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here.
Ambulance.
After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of
course, Mr. Wake.
Hey,
You can get there through the cell corridor.
The lights on! The deputies, they don't... Thank you, man.
No problem, buddy.
Hey, you're alright.
Thank you.
You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here.
Oh, I bet.
The cops, they got it all wrong. See,
I bet when you're clipping through the bars
I
like that.
beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay,
Yeah.
listen, you gotta listen carefully now.
Okay, I'm listening.
That wasn't Danny. No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was?
Who was it, sir? Was it?
Really was. It was a goddamn space alien.
Oh no!
I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but
Believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
I wasn't drunk then.
I was drunk after. Dude, story of my life. Ooh, manuscript page.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off.
Okay.
Just one more item.
Okay.
Busy night for the sheriff's department. Had a few broken windows.
Explosion.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Okay.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
How's going on with my internet? I keep getting kicked from the party.
Getting kicked? That's sad.
And it's constantly like, you're no longer a party. Or it's like, would you like to join a party? And it's like, I was literally just in one. What happened to that? That.
Yeah, you're lagging in the party chat too. You're not having a good time.
Just one. Yeah, my internet's upset, I guess.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Okay.
Marvelous, Sarah.
Don't like that.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
Not a
I'd
chance.
like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh my!
Take it easy.
I'm gonna get...
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Yeah,
I'm
Barry.
Barry. His agent. If you have business with Mr.
no,
Wake,
not the
you
Barry.
talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Barry!
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Barry looks like any big-time agent from the 1970s.
I had to talk to someone.
Big
I
parka
told Barry everything.
with
He
a
thought I was
Hawaiian shirt
certifiable,
and
but when he
khaki
heard about the
cargo
manuscript, I
pants
had him.
on.
The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park.
Okay.
The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute
I thought it said in the
opposite of
first
good.
episode that the lodge was closed to visitors.
Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later.
Bye. Don't fucking check
Who's
her
Max?
out. Bad Barry.
But Barry's gotta
What
get
an
some.
airhead.
If Barry doesn't get some every
Jeez,
13
Mr.
days,
Takes
he
a swing at
dies.
everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice
Condition.
girl and, more
condition.
importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Dude, that's creepy. Don't even get me started.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Yep.
When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No!
Jesus Christ.
Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
Barry
understand
ran
what
the
it
entire
sounds
gambit.
like when you say
Insomniac,
stuff like that?
alcoholic,
Don't get me
druggie.
wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with
It gets
reality,
around.
Wait
you're
here.
buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Shut up.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right?
Oh.
You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake.
happened?
I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
Aw,
Actually,
baby.
I'm sorry about this. Would you mind
Oh.
grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Poor baby.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go
Barry,
and meet
shut
a
up.
kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
Still talk.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit
Wait
your
here.
head.
I think this is the form you wanted.
There you go, Rusty.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks.
problem.
Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okay. Bye, Rusty.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had
I'm
me going
ignoring you,
there
Barry.
real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Oh my
Silly.
gosh, no, poor baby. Meanwhile, Barry,
Uh-oh.
that ass though.
Al.
That happened. I think my...
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
did reset.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that
Yeah,
you're
let's
not
just
right in
turn
the
that
head.
off.
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al.
The
These
natives.
yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Parves. Leave the light.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort.
Yeah,
I'll be
you
with
do
your
that, Barry.
spirit every
I
step of the way,
I
Al.
imagined you were
Lock the
helpful.
door now.
Walking. They have a jacuzzi, Barry.
They have a jacuzzi, Barry. Barry, where'd you go?
Barry?
He's already in the fucking jacuzzi.
Already dead. Already dead in the jacuzzi.
Boy alive.
And you.
Soon.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Yeah, how dare Barry try to be a voice of reason to get you to talk to the fucking cops? Shake my head. Shake my fluffy little head. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to do that. Well, down to 11 bullets. Da 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 da. Dun dun. Kinda sad they took away all the freaking ammo and batteries I earned. No! Bad. Stop that. Get some help. Not cool.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Oh, that's not cool. God dang it. I didn't mean to do that.
Taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Exactly that. But I'm gonna
God.
and one of the bar contest judges, too.
Hate this. Oh, no. God damn. Dude, there's nothing scarier to me than little Asian, like, black-haired girls because of the Ring and the Grudge, and then poltergeisty shit. I hate shit moving around. Fucking stop. Stop. Don't do that. Thank you so much if you have made it to the end of the video. If you feel so inclined, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. If you want to watch me live, you can find me on my Twitch, twitch.tv/MongolPSR. You can also follow me on my socials at MongolPSR on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much. See you next time.